just want you to sit in your chair and go, hip hip hooray, for the Western press and the Western narrative, regurgitating the same old, every single day, without exception. Please watch the first series, the first 2 episodes, the second series. Look at that.
Absolutely fascinating.
And it was the first time the Beatles had really stopped being semi-professional almost.
Good morning. It's I don't know what kind of a day it is out, to be honest, but I think everybody be down Grady, won't they, doing the Christmas shopping, getting some bargains in. But anyway, yeah, I answered this morning. Got a bloody pod as well this afternoon. I'm doing the watch along. And about the watch along, actually, I'm not going to talk through it. I'm not going to read out during the game. At half time, I will. And obviously at full time. There'll be a pre-match, so I have to find out where it's on, to be honest. Where it's on. I have to start looking. I was looking this morning. If anyone knows, let me know, please, where it's on. I had a pod yesterday and they said Inter was up there with the best in European history. Well, it depends. Do you mean now, or I don't know? Honestly, I don't know. I wouldn't say they were, to be honest. But, and I like Inter. Not long till Christmas today. Yeah. It was in less than 2 weeks. A week next Thursday. A week next Thursday. And there's loads of Christmas films on, isn't there? Obviously, you get the Jimmy Stewart one, A Wonderful Life. It's a Wonderful Life. I was watching one. I think it's a cracking little film, actually. Bing. Bing in the Bells of St. Mary's. Nice little gentle film. That's on there. You get that on YouTube. Again, I mentioned it last week. No Country for Old Men. Cracking film. Castaway. Tom Hanks. Cracking film. I really enjoyed The Reef. The Reef. REEF. The Reef. Really good. It's a really good film. Morning, campers, says the Sneap. It's damn cold and wintry. It's December is hitting home, loving the backdrop, Frank. Nice and festive. Inter hadn't lost at home for 3 years. Yeah. I'm not getting that. I don't know. they hadn't lost their own for 3 years in the Champions League since 2022. But we went out and beat them. If you think that we were great, or the like, plays open football and were absolutely brilliant, well, that's fine. But we didn't. Dubious penalty that won us the game. I'm lost for words about it. I've said all my stuff about Liverpool. You know what I mean? Said everything about Liverpool. Being over-analysed there. But people are going over the top. I've just got to see now the next 10 games. That's what I'm looking forward to, the next 10 games. Starting with Brighton today. See how we fare against them. And don't forget, just before we played Nottingham Forest, we were supposed to have easy games. What happened at Nottingham? Well, what happened when we played Forest? What happens when we play PSV in the Champions League? And they said, oh, yeah, well, we're going to play Sunderland. What happened there? A draw. Could have easily been a loss, only for Federico Chiesa. Then you have the Leeds game. Think about that Leeds game, 2-0 up. So, as I said, the next 10 games will do me. See what we do. I prefer the Reef, but that's just a personal idiosyncrasy. Do you know what? When I was a student, so I must have been the only one who never had to go with the old drugs, like. But I was then, when I was there at uni, it was speed. So what's that? Not for me. Sorry if I'm being negative. They're about to win. No, you're not being negative. No, I don't know what you mean. Sorry if I'm being negative about the win. How are you negative? It was great. Look, we all want Liverpool to win, no matter how. But all as I said about other pods, saying that we were magnificent. And we weren't. That's what I disagree with. Maze up about, I want Liverpool to, every game, like today, I want them to go and win. I want a good win. I want Liverpool to... We haven't really played well this season. People say against Real Madrid. Yeah, we played great. We played okay again. They were over the... I'm fucking... really, I sound negative, but I just want to see Liverpool play great, which we have done in the past, but we haven't this season. Played the odd few games. When we beat Leverkusen, that was good. But that was last season. I'm just... So you're not being negative, honest to God. Ezra's honestly, mate, you're a good man. More than Frank, me and the dog of a domestic. Of a domestic. He's talking to me like one of me wives. I've fed him, and the little man wants more. It's really cold down south. Me and the dog, eh? Me and the dog. Me and the dog. I don't have animals. Where I live, you can't have any. No animals. It used to snow more when I was a kid at Christmas. He said, yeah, it did. Yeah, it certainly did. When I was a kid as well. Always remember it was foggy. It always seemed to be foggy. Like going to school, foggy, but freezing. And we used to make slides in the square. Where I lived in the tenements. Used to have slides. And I always remember, I was looking over the lantern one day, and we were at slides the night before in the square. And this fella was walking through. I think he was like like a clubman, or I forget what he was. And he was walking through, and he slipped on the ice, and a bang. Ambulance came for him. And people gathered around him. He said, nah, I've got slipped on the, like when we made the slide, because it was like black ice when you did a slide, and just going across it all the time. As a kid, it's what you do. And it snowed the night. And as I said, covered the black ice, the slide. This fellow was walking through. I forget what he was. Anyway, he slipped. Didn't have go. And he had to send for an ambulance. The next dozen games or so will determine the calibre of Slot. He's got a lot of catching up before he regained the confidence of the fans. Well, the way the fans are reacting now, they're the way they're reacting is that he's the Messiah. And this is what I can't make out. That's why I said, about the games. All of a sudden, they've forgotten about the Leeds game. 2-0 up, second half, playing. Then we scored 2 goals. This is in the second half. But the way we've been playing, we had an idea that something would happen during that game, and it did. They came back to 2-2 after us being 2-2 up, 2-0 up. Then Sabozlai bang goal, 3-2. But we were like knowing, and that's the way we're playing. But people seem to forget that because we beat Inter Milan. And if you say, oh, it was a dubious penalty, you go, oh, yeah, no, you're negative. It's only the way I see the game. Snapey, if you're still with us, do us a favour, mate. Any idea where the match is on today? For me, watch along. We do Secret Santa, so not buying stuff for everyone. We do Secret Santa. Oh, that's good. That's good. I bought the granddaughter their Christmas clothes. She's 13. So she did it, you know, her mother went with her, obviously. And you know what they buy now? You know, young girls. Anyway, just because a certain drug is legal, it doesn't make them any less harmful, says the Snape. I stopped smoking weed decades ago, to be honest, but cannabis won't hurt you. Well, he said that. They say that it's good to take cannabis and cannabis oil. Not that I've taken any cannabis oil or anything myself personally. Mother Frank and everyone in chat says, Gary Digby. Hey, Gary. There was. I have seen all. Enjoy the film. You might appreciate The Professor with Johnny Depp. Bit of a modern Dead Poets Society. Where I like Depp. I think he's a very fine actor. And I think he covered himself very well with that Amber Heard. You know, that trial. That was shocking. An open, you know, it was for everyone. It was a free-for-all for all the media. And I think that's wrong, though. You know, that should have been private between Depp and Heard. But yeah, I like Depp. I'll have a look, definitely have a look at that. I was going to watch Oliver Twist on YouTube, you know, the David Lean one. Oliver. Not the Lionel Bart one, the musical. Because Oliver Twist is one of the great stories, but I've read Oliver Twist inside and out. And, you know, they leave a lot of things out, you know, films, obviously. But that's for another show now. Edward. Hello, Gary. Not really looking forward to Xmas, to be honest, says Gary. Why? People, I used to look forward to Christmas, but that's well past now. It's for people at a certain age, you know, besides the kids. Then, you know, people look forward to meeting up with mates and workers as well. You know, your work friends going out for a drink. I used to look forward to that myself. Some of my classes is, are you coming out with us? Are you coming out? Oh, blimey. And I used to have to say, well, all right, I'll tell you what, I'll see you on Thursday, you know, a group. I'll see you on Friday, it's another group. I'll see you on Saturday, another group. God, blimey, that. Like, these are different classes. And I had to stop it in the end. I said, all right, I can't do this. It's in no fit state. Because, never mind anyway. Stokes built on hills, some of our sleds, were lethal. They were like glass. It wasn't so much the speed you got. It was the sudden stop at the bottom. At many hospitals, visiting winter, yeah. See, kids, when you're a kid, you know, you've got the kids today. But now what you have sleighs, don't you? go out, or piece of fucking thing. You just sit on it and it goes down rather than the slides. What we were doing. Oh, Edward, see, Gary. Premier League hub or being sports? Premier League hub. Thanks, Stapey. I was looking at being sports and like this morning, but there's nothing there. But I'll have a look later on. I'll have a look around 1 o'clock so we can get us up. Get us on. Thanks, Snapey. Thank you. Unfortunately for me, Mo is our whistleblower. He would not have needed to had someone else in the media challenge the Muppet coach. It's something. There's something deep rooted, to be honest, more deep rooted than we know, and we'll get to know. The boss. Hit the likes. Thank you. Gary says, they have cod for Xmas dinner in Norway. Do they? I'd love that. But most have pork in Norway. I wouldn't fancy that. I don't know about fish. Fish on a Christmas day. I don't know. It doesn't sound right. It's like being on a beach in Australia on Christmas Day. It wouldn't feel right. It's how you're brought up. It's your culture, isn't it, really? The Alfred Rappers Overdrive post a member oh no. Pods because the public shows got attacked. What's that shows? Not everyone has swallowed the PR propaganda spin. No. 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 Depp is good in Johnny Branco. Yep. He is. Depp's good. He's in one where he's a writer. And I remember watching it and it was good. And Frank Carlyle was in it. Or was it John Turturro? John Turturro it was. It was Frank Carlyle. Anyway, I enjoyed them, but I forget the titles. Just forget them. I watched. I tell you what's a good film to watch with Gary Oldman is Mary. He buys this yacht, Gary. As he does it up. It's a very old yacht, and he does it up, for a family business. Taking people out fishing, the way them Yanks are. And it's good. It's good. Mary, YouTube, you get it done. But no one will watch it because every bloody film I say, no one watches them. I watch Butch and the Sundance on YouTube. And that film you mentioned last week, Hide and Seek, good twist in the story. Says the boss. Yeah, Hide and Seek. Bob De Niro. And Edward. Can't be a Yorkshire pudding on a Christmas dinner. I remember our Angela's husband's Christmas dinner, and he'd been out, for a Christmas drink. And you go back for your Christmas dinner. And he was just sitting there like that, and he just went, gravy up. And Angela have made of it. And the boss to Gary can't get into his on TV shows, mate. But it's clear to me, I know a lot that if I posted on public media, would get FC banned. They can't stand the dirty washing being aired with Mo. This Snape. Xmas is a time to see the heartwarming smile of kids as they open presents on yeah. It's lost its original meaning years ago through over-commercialisation. It creates insurmountable debt for most. I always remember this girl. She had little ones, and she was in debt for 3 Christmases ago, and she had to go to the bank again to borrow more. So that was been 4 Christmases. She was in debt to pay for the kids, whatever she was buying, whether it was clothes, whether it was toys. And that's wrong. The boss. I think that's about the 100th time I watched Butch and the Sundance, a classic. I could watch over and over. No happy end either. Well, it depends on your view of life. Butch Cassidy and the Sun, yeah, of course it's a classic. Newman and Redford had great chemistry. They proved it in that, and they also proved it in The Sting. Excuse me. Where was your local pub? My local pub was in town. I used to just go into town. That's all. Always started off. Tell you where I started off. In the Legs of Man. Yeah, Legs of Man. Then around to Marie's. And I had 2 ways to go: straight along Dale Street. Not Dale Street, Lime Street, or down towards Dale Street. So we had a choice. Just went. Christmas. Always went out Christmas Eve. Always. Excuse me with this. This is fucking ridiculous. Every time. It's so irritating, It really is irritating. I don't know what it is. I know you see me doing this and doing that, and it's because I've got this condition, and little itches all over me. You know, my ears, terrible. Well, you see me doing that, and it's really pissing me off, and I can't do anything about it. Look, I've just put that down there, and it started again. I think my nose will be going smaller. Going up there. And the boss to the snipe. Yeah, I kept asking the locals if they had a wrong calendar, Xmas songs, and a deck home a month ago. Excuse me, hiccups. I would like to know how much the city decorations over a 2-month period cost when there are homeless begging and sleeping on the streets here and in Liverpool. Well, where you are in Ireland, they've just given money to Zelensky. Billions of euros. To a corrupt man. But then again, that's Ireland. And we're the same, every European fucking country, except a couple. I say, oh, fuck that. My local pub is the nearest that shows our games, says the boss. Only Fools was good when they brought out a new one on Christmas Day. Yeah. But I stopped watching that. Oh, for fuck's sake, I don't believe this fucking hell. This is terrible, you know. It's so fucking itchy. Makes my fucking eyes water. Okay. I'm going to the doctors this week. I'll have to tell them about it. I'll have to tell them. Fuck. Honest, terrible. I stopped watching Fools and Horses when the granddad died. You know, and it's like Dad's Army when Walker died. Just didn't bother watching them. I like the cast, you see, the original cast, rather than bringing someone else in. I love the Anglesey pub in Dingle, says Gary. It's a lovely old-fashioned boozer. Yeah. Old-fashioned pubs. You want to get down to the Yeola and the Wall and Dale Street. Rigby's is an old pub, but it's been done out now, apparently. I haven't had a drink for 2 years. And I'm going out with my daughter and my grandson this Christmas Eve. I told her I'll take it out. I haven't taken that out, you see, because of being ill. Still, I'm fucking ill. So I'm going to make an effort to take her out. She's made up. They had my grandson, Ben. TW. Morning, Frank. Morning, T. Good to see you. The snake. I thought so. Excuse me. I thought Tom Hanks in The Green Mile displayed real thespian craft, like most of the ending brought me to tests. Forrest Gump as well displays his versatility, daft as it sounds, try shaving your head. No, I'm supposed to actually. That's genuine now. That's genuine, that Snapey. I'm supposed to because of the condition. It's shocking what I've got. You know, and I do feel sorry for myself because I'm being hit by so fucking much. See, there's an itch there, and it's horrible. And you see me doing that, you even see me doing that because around there, this and that, and here, and down my ear, my neck, back of my head, you know, the neck. It's terrible. Ezra Boss. But you're right, I have to shave me head. I will get shaved one day. Brought me to tease The Green Mile. The Green Mile, yeah, a fantastic film. Fantastic. Tom Hanks is a great actor. I've seen The Bridge of Spies. Mark Rylance. Tom Hanks. Fantastic film. True story as well. That's when it was, you know, during the Cold War. East Germany, West Germany. Excellent film. The boss says The Green Mile was very good. And one where he was stranded on the island, the scene coming home to his wife got me pain. Yeah, that's Castaway. Get that on YouTube. Watched it last week or the week before. And it was really great story. Great storyline. And it was actually filmed as well, you know, with obviously FedEx was a big part of it, wasn't it? And it was actually filmed, and they filmed in Moscow. And you're actually real film in Moscow, by the way. It wasn't like staged or anything. It was really Moscow. I know. I know you're all in the wall, Frank. I agree, it's a good one. Yeah, I'll be there with my daughter Christmas. Rigby's there, the saddle there. That'll be home for me then. Saxon. Paulie. Hi, Frank. Hi, chat. Hiya, Paulie. If you're itchy, Frank, shave your head. It might not have any effect, but imagine wearing dark glasses with a shaved head. I'll do it for you. I've shaved mine bald for 35 years. Cleanliness personified. Yeah, as I said, I've got this medical condition. Yet, yet, in a bad way, to be honest. It's life. It's life. Wherever I went throughout Europe, it was find the Irish pub. And as always, when I went on away game trips, that was always the travelling cop meeting point. Even in Istanbul, we found one Irish pub. Yeah, like the travelling away fans, you'd always get to a pub, every season. Say like you're going down. Say like you go to. I'm just saying this for example. Say you're going to Newcastle, the away fans. There's always a pub there that you go to because you've been there the year before, so you make that a local when you get there, and you get to know their supporters, and they actually wait for you. They actually wait for you. When Liverpool are playing, done it loads of times. Loads of times. Can't even get to Anfield now. And Paulie says, I'm going to have a little snooze before the match. I'll listen in as I close my eyes. I've got to get it first. I've got to find it first. Or I won't be having any. Jesus Christ, this is fucking nuts, this. Excuse me. I'm going to blow my little looter. Not in there, like, but just to get this itch. Oh, Jesus Christ. Honestly, it's shocking. It really is shocking. It's getting worse, actually. I've noticed that over the last few days. Getting worse. So you'll be having a snooze before the game. That's what I'll be doing, to be honest. I haven't had much sleep because of this. Look, see, itchy ear. Edward says, Boss Irish are like Scousers. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. He agrees with you. And as I was seeing you on Jamie's pod yesterday, yeah, I like Jamie Phillips. I like him. And it was made up, he was talking about Curtis Jones. And I just said, he even said what I've always said, they seem to have a go at him. He was always a scapegoat, Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones was a fine player. People agree, people disagree. But I was made up when he said, about Curtis. He said he should be playing in every game. And I agree with him. I agree with him, Edward. IBR Stella was on there as well. Seeing his comment. The IBR. And a lad named, what was his name? Forgetting now. Dick Dykes or someone. Andy Dykes. something like that. He's been on our pod. The Snape says, Edwards, everywhere in German cities there's an Irish bar. You could always find work in building sites, in the Paddy's pubs. Oh, go away. So if you're looking for work, that's where you go and you get a job. That's good. Like a job centre. I like that. I used to love getting Christmas clothes for Christmas Day and new clothes to go out Boxing Day night. Yeah. I remember when I was younger, the pubs were open on Christmas night. Pubs were open Christmas night. You don't get that now, do you? You don't get that now, Edward. Johan. Good morning, Frank. Watched the reef earlier today. I laughed out loud when that sailor, Warren, told Susie, you look like a seal. And sharks love seals. Bit rude, that. Yeah. And they do. Sharks go after seals. And they think that the humans are seals, when they've got those tight things on. They're for frogmen. Not really to go swimming in. But true story, that. The reef. There's another one similar to it, Johan. Excuse me. Excuse me. There's another one as well, similar to that. And it's about a couple. And they go on holiday. And they're there, you see them walking around like these little bazaar markets. And then they go on board this, this boat, this craft that takes loads of people out to go and swim between the reefs and look at the fish. And they get stranded. The boat goes away. I forget what it's called, unfortunately, but it's good. It's good. Morning, Johan, says the Snape. The boss says, Five Bells pub situated between Chelsea and Fulham, managed by a Red and his Chelsea wife. Should be full household. And Edward says the match isn't on in English, Sally. Maybe an Irish one, yeah, or American. And Johan, good morning, Snapey. See, there you go, Frank. A bit of inside info. Alison Gomez, Canate, Veg, Kirkes, Dom, Gravenberch, McAllister, Jones, Ekatike, Verts, not privy to the bench. Not privy to the bench. Tatty. Okay, then you are all invited over to Dublin. Take FC a private jet. See you on the Trinity Bar, Dame Street. What is that? Dame Street. Dame Street. I'll stand the first round. Invited, that's a local. Invited, yeah. It's the way they pronounce it, isn't it? You're invited. Would that be yourself I'm talking to? You're invited to the pub. They filmed real sharks for the reef instead of using an animation or mechanical sharks. Yeah, frightening, isn't it? When you see it, flipping over the fin. Horrible. Fucking frightening, that. Frightening. It's the way it is. Them bloody things. The big fish. If you want to watch a Christmas film, watch The Holiday. Good cast, actually. Cameron Diaz, Jude Law, Jack Black, and that British girl, very well known, forget her name. But it's a good film because like nice go along film, shall we say? Rufus Sewell's in it as well. You always get Rufus Sewell, don't you, playing a baddie, a cad. I like Sewell. I think he's a great actor. So that's The Holiday. Yeah, see, doing that city, you see. Cameron Diaz is good in Something About Mary. I think she packed up acting now. Cracking film, The Holiday. Yeah, she's the tea. Yeah, see. Blimey, someone's seen something of it. I recommend it. Kate Winslet, yes. I always forget that girl's name, and she's a great actress. Know what I mean? Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I'll have to stop this, you know. I'm itching too much. It's horrible. So fucking annoying. And The Boss, yes, seen The Holiday, easy watching, yes. Yeah, easy watching. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Anything an easy watch. I'll tell you what it is, watch. And I thought, I like Vivian Leigh. I like Kenneth Moore. You know, two like veteran actors. And I thought, I seen it on YouTube called The Deep Blue Sea. So I thought, oh, this would be like, a cruise or something. Film about a cruise and people. Totally different. And I watched it. The editing was shocking. But there was lots of stalwart actors in it. You know, the British actors. Just watch it for the sake of watching it. Just watch it for the sake of watching it. It's called The Deep Blue Sea. As I said, I don't know. It looked like, to me, like a stage play, if you know what I mean. I think it was adapted from the stage. It must have been The Deep Blue Sea. Not at all about the sea, by the way. Nothing whatsoever. And as I said, the editing was shocking. But honestly, try and if you want, if you've got like an hour and a half to spare, just watch it. Just see what you think. Right to the end. Yes, thank you, T. Kate Winslet. The Snape. Just been summoned to the retail park. Another hammering for me. Debit card. See yous all for the footy watch along. Thank you, Snapey. See you later. You all get hammered, don't we? Every one of us. See you, Snapey, bro. Says Edward. I'm just going through the Xmas Radio Times, marking films to watch. Do you know what I won't watch? I won't watch any woke fucking things. Honestly. It's getting worse. Really is. Going worse. All these woke things. Just why? You know? The Boss. I've seen that. It's got a funny title, hasn't it? The town's got a mad name. Winslow is also a series where she plays a murderess, yeah. She's harassed, isn't she? She's a harassed mayor. I haven't found the great escape yet. Oh, you will. You'll be sitting there one day and all of a sudden it'll let you on it. Oh no, the great escape. And as I say, the magazine goes thing about a giant shark. That's where I will not watch him. What's his name? Statham, Jason Statham. I remember Jake Abraham was here one day, and I said, and we were just chatting. I said, I can't stand that fucking Jason Statham. And he said, oh, he likes Liverpool. I said, I don't give a fuck who likes Liverpool. I said, I just don't like him. You know, the city that is. So, no, you can't take to anyone on the telly in a film. That is Kate Winslet, the mayor of it. That's right. The mayor of his TV miniseries says The Boss. There's a film, I'm trying to think. Oh. Volition. Watch that. YouTube, you get it. Volition. It's about a film. I always remember watching a film at Nick Cage, and it was a cracking little film. and it was called Next, something like that. Next. And it's about a fella who, like, he sees something that happens only for a few seconds. And it's got Nick Cage. Well, but there's this one, Volition. It's similar, but it's good. Volition. No, like, known stars in it, but it's good. Good acting. Callum. I like Callum. Since my Liverpool have conceded more goals than Wolves, most in Europe, I'll buy a double-decker bus and put it in front of the goal. So you see, that's the double-decker bus. But I'd try and get hold of that. Volition, it's called. It's good. Volition. Volition. You'll enjoy it. There's another one as well. Oh. It's a comedy. I think I mentioned it last week, and I enjoyed it. Will Ferrell and The Land That Time Forgot. One of them ones. I thought it was good. I really thought it was good. It's funny. If you like Will Ferrell, you'll have Elf, won't you, as well? The Christmas one coming out. That's great, That's funny. That's funny. I'm trying to think of another one, I said, I'll mention this. It's gone. Gone. The Signal. Is it The Signal? Something Signal anyway. It's good. It's a science fiction one, but it's good. It's really good. The Signal. Lawrence Fishburne, the black actor, he's a great actor. I'm so half like him. He's a good actor. He's in it. Oh, fucking. Oh, this is fucking ridiculous, this. Oh, this is absolutely mad for me. Just get itchy. Stitch me all of a sudden. Yeah, the Signal. Try and get hold of it. YouTube. Search it. Get it on. It's good. Science fiction one. It's about two lads and a girl. They're all young, like teenagers. Why do I keep saying like? Teenagers, older teenagers, they're driving. And they're just going out for a day out in America, When they go for a day out, they're on the fucking big road, like a desert thing. Watch it. It's good. Excuse me. So they're my recommendations. And has anyone seen the Outsider yet besides Johan? We thought it was great. If you want a good series besides The Outsider, have a look at the first series of Your Honour. It's really good. Bryan Cranston. Your Honour. He's a judge. He's a judge. It's good. Hey Frank, I forgot to include the All Our Yesterdays section of the show. Yeah, Volition, The Signal, Mary. Mary's a good one. Oh, it's a good film, Mary. As I said, it's the name of this boat. Yacht. Just watch it. Watch it. No connection, but leaving Las Vegas, not typical Hollywood. Yeah, Nick Cage. Good film, though. Really is. Really is. Good film. There was a couple of films with Nick Cage and that I recommended, and they were The Family Man. No one seems to have watched that. And Pay the Ghost. Neil Broderick, my old mate, just finished Say Nothing, a true story. Jean McConville, a single mother of 10, an absolute, is abducted from her home in 72 and never seen alive again. This event unfolds alongside the stories of various Irish Republican Army members spanning 4 decades during the Troubles in Northern Ireland. Says Neil Broderick. Hope you're well, Neil. And Paul Burke. Good morning, Frank and chat. Watched Get Carter last night. Good gritty northern movie. Not a fan of Kane, but decent. Yeah. I don't watch Kane. I don't like him myself. But that's one of them. Get Carter. It is. It's a good film. As you said, gritty. Paul. Elizabeth Shue, 2. The boss says, who also had a bit part in hide and seek. I've seen Family Man many times. Good to watch it over again. Yeah, it is. It's a cracking film. Clever as well. Clever Family Man. At least one's watched it. That I recommend it. My number one film, Angela's Ashes. It's on YouTube as well. You can get that. They're not my type of films, though, to be honest. But you can get that on YouTube, and people do recommend it. People do recommend Angela's Ashes. Jesus Christ, this fucking thing. It's really getting me down. Shit. Feel like getting a cheese grater and going like that underneath my nose. Honestly, that's how bad it is. So, Volition, get hold of Volition. You'll enjoy it. Get hold of Mary. Get hold of Mary. You'll enjoy it. The film Mary, get a grip of it. Honestly, get a grip of it. It's good. It's good. Gary Oldman. The Signal, where what is it? The Signal. Lawrence Fishburne. I'm trying to think of his name there. Very good film, honestly. It's the unfair as well. Not a Frankie, lads. No length for me. That'll cure me nose. Hot water and honey, Frank. Cure your nose. Well, you should know, shouldn't you? Because of Angela. But your Angela's told you that. It just itches me constantly, Neil. Constantly, and it's really getting me down. It's depressing me. Honestly, it depresses me. And, you see me doing this, and I'm like scratching the back of my head, neck, around here, cheeks. Fucking hell. Gamfield. Have you watched Breaking Bad? Yes. Or the Americans just started brilliantly. Breaking Bad I've watched. I haven't watched the Americans, to be honest, Anfield. Haven't watched it. Also worth a watch with a bit mystery. Wicker Park with I like Arnott. I like Josh Arnott. Oh. When I was watching a film, and that Francine came in. She's done a bit of shopping for me, so I never started. It was just on. And I'm trying to bloody think of it, and you just leave it then. And it looked good. That Jake Gyllenhaal was in it. Tell you what it was, and I've seen it before, and it is funny. Jake Gyllenhaal, he's a little kid, but you can tell it's him. That stupid face. You can tell it's him. But anyway, the film is got from. I'm losing it, you know. I'm really losing it. It's so funny. I was laughing my head off at a particular. I've never seen it all, but I was just sitting there. I was laughing my head off at this particular scene. City Slickers, Billy Crystal. But it really is good. I remember watching it for the first time. I was laughing. And as I said, it was yesterday. It was only yesterday. And I was watching it. And I was laughing. Particular scene. If you haven't watched it, get a grip of it. It's good. It's good. City Slickers, Billy Crystal. Boss, the hell. Callum. TW. Frank, did you ever watch Shutter? Yeah. Yeah, that's good, that, Neil. Could never get my head around it. Maybe you can't explain. Can't explain because someone might want to watch it. Leonardo DiCaprio. You'll have to bring me some grapes down. You sit here and have a grape or two. I can tell you about it. It's good. And I don't like Leonardo DiCaprio much. Don't like his lifestyle, to be honest. Don't like his lifestyle. But, that's him. But it's good, though. Shutter Island. It's good, Neil. The Anfield's the boss to the... Watch both those series. All of the episodes. Good quality content. Brilliant so far. That series... What one? Wicker Park. Wicker Park, I'll add to that. All right, lad, says Callum. Match day, lad, says the roar to Callum. Yeah, no. It's just come out. Liverpool have no intentions of selling Salah in January. These Salah haters can cry me a river. I can't understand it. I think Jason's here watching, unless there's a ghost in the machine. Oh no, it was me. Oh, blimey, my knee was touching something there. The boss. And as it's Breaking Bad is parallel. That's brilliant. Better Call Saul. Brilliant, that. And the fella who played Saul, he made a great film called Nobody, just Nobody, that's it. But the second one, it's a bit daft. I never watched it all. I had to turn it off. See, if you're a writer, you've got to know what you're writing about. And if you say, they want to come back and say, well, yeah, I want you to do another one, you follow up from that story. If you know what I mean. The way Nobody ended. And he must have got a fucking different writer. Fucking ridiculous. And that's what I can't believe, the amount of abuse salad is getting. It's terrible. Of course, one fella, what was his name? And he said, salads cost us fourth place. I couldn't fucking believe it. And this is like the type of comments coming out. You know, to me, it's not that, I back Mo or anything. Mo's an iconic legend. Not just a legend, he's an iconic legend. And to me, he won us the 20th. It was him. Not Slot. Him. Without him, we would have never have got that 20th. Might have got fourth, third, something like that. But we would never have got that 20th. Without his golden boot and record assists. As with Drug Day Afternoon, I like that one, lad. Night Moves, The Tenant, all those have been recommended. I've been recommended. Drug Day Afternoon, yeah, Pacino. And John Cazale. He died, John. He was a good actor. He was in Godfather. Played, what was his name? He was Al Pacino's brother in the Godfather. Ali. Hello. Hey, Ali. And the boss to Edwards, the media have been pushed to make pods and YouTube shows divert from the criticism aimed at the Muppet Coach. You're right. You're right. Go on. Bob Odenkirk is a good actor. He's a cracking actor. And in that Nobody, brilliant. It's got to be me. It's got to be me. When he's on the bus. Absolutely brilliant. But I didn't like the second one. Edward Fredo, that's him. And Edward says, John Cazale and the Deer Hunter, which is a good, yeah, it is. Did you know that he was getting married to Meryl Streep? John Cazale. But he died. A fucking horrible disease. Oh, I haven't had much sleep, you know. I've got to have a kip before this bleeding game. What'd you do if I fell asleep? Not as a thing. Woke up tonight. Hiya, Neil. Yeah, Ozark, yeah. Ozark. Jason Bateman. Jason Bateman's a great actor. He's smashing him. I like him. But Neil, if you if you haven't heard me mentioning a series with Jason Bateman in, that Ozark's brilliant. But it goes on like too many series, you know what I mean? I watched the first two, that was it. But if you haven't seen, and it's only one series, that's 8 or 10 episodes, it's called The Outsider. Watch it. It's a cracker. A Bronx Tale, yeah. Jazz Palminteri. You don't really hear of him, do you? Good actor. And De Niro's in it, isn't he? Yeah, it is a good one. Edward, Anfield to Ali. I've been putting my new Darwin Núñez poster up today. I'll be on watching along later. So we get up. That's if I find it. Callum, that's good news. I only want our club to add players to it. We need to put pressure on Arsenal by January the 8th. See how the system goes. The Outsider. Oh, Neil, watch it, mate. Honestly. What? I was telling the people, Johan on ears watched it. He said it's great. You know, so it was one morning, you know, the way he's just sitting there because of me sitting here, you know, eating those grapes you there brought me. Biggest bunch of grapes in the world. But anyway, I was sitting there and I said, what's this? You know, The Outsider, put it on. And I watched it right through. Every episode. That's how good it is. Watched it all back to back. Right through the day into the evening. Eight hours, I think, of fine viewing. The boss of the Anfield. Aren't you the chairman of Bring Back Darwin Supporters Club? I tell you what, miss him. To put pressure. That's for football, though. That's for football. We're getting into that. Nostalgia, says Ali. To the There's Mark Doyle. Now, Mark is one of these lads who I've got to tell you about him. He goes up mountains, climbs mountains. Oh, you might think, great mountaineer. Point is, he climbs mountains for a charity, mental health. That's what he does. Mental health. All the proceeds go to that. And he's a big red. Anyway, morning Frank, happy Saturday, mate. My greatest movie memory, bunking into see Midnight Express. Fabulous film in those days. With the great John Hurt. Yes, totally agree. Let's hope the mighty kick on today. Get a run going. If I don't see you all before Crimbo, take care and look out for each other. Oh, that's lovely. Christmas is very you couldn't say it any better than what you just said. I remember years ago, and I mean years ago, I think I was in my 20s, and it was the day before Christmas Eve. Excuse me. And I went in. I was meeting someone, and it was an afternoon. And I goes into this pub. And there was only about 5 people in there, you know. Me, 4 other people at the bar. They were just talking to one another. And there was this old fella in the corner. And he's just sitting there, you know. And he had a glass, not a pint, but a glass. And about that much in the glass. And he's just sitting there with his head down like that. So I walked over to him and I said, "What do you want, fella?" And he went, "Oh," I said, "Yeah, what do you want?" I said, "I'm going to buy you a Christmas drink." And he looked at me, you know, and he said, "No, I can't take it off you." He said, "I can't afford to buy you one back." So anyway, I got him a pint. Knew what he was drinking. He was drinking bitter. Remember the bitter? Pints of bitter. I said, "Yeah." And I was talking to him. I was standing up, you know, he was sitting down. I was talking to him. Then I sat down with him. I never ever want to hear a story like that in my life, but the story he told me. And he was lonely. He was an old veteran. A veteran. He was an old man. I was in my early 20s. And he was an old man. And he was in the Second World War. His wife had died just a few years before. And he had 2 sons and a daughter. And they passed on. One of them, I don't know whether, I forget now whether it was the daughter or the son, one of the sons, took their own life because of the mother dying. So he had 3, and they were gone. And he had no one. I said, "Have you got any brothers?" And, you know, he said, "No." I said, "They were just my family." And he's just on his fucking own. That Christmas. And that's life. That's life. And people are like that today, just what Mark said there. Take care and look out for each other. Christmas is very lonely for many. And there's lots I always think about that, you know. It's like when I go to bed every night and I'm, you know, throw the old duvet over me. And it's warm like that, whether it's freezing or not. It's warm. And I think about those people on there living in doorways. Sleeping. How can you sleep in a fucking doorway? Freezing cold wind. You know, them horrible northerly winds that come down. Thanks for that, Mark. Boss I am, lad. Sister though. And boss I gave Darwin stick from the terraces, but after watching these sacks performances. I'd rather have Darwin back. It's the way it is. It's the fucking way it is. And you remember Anfield about Darwin the goat, and he actually said people don't realise what he does for Liverpool by taking the pressure off. And we knew that. He said, yeah. But other people were saying, fuck him, he never scores. And I said at the time, well, he hits the bar, the post and everything. I said, but he's on fucking targets, The balls might be going. And he scored goals. He scored goals. But we all knew that FSG are a shelter-buy club, and they had to get money in to buy who we bought in the summer. And this is why they want to buy in the winter next month, because they knew they fucked things up. And they've got to make Slot out to be the fucking people are calling him now after Tuesday, the Messiah. Fuck's sake. Neil, the good neighbour also got, yeah. Black grapes. You and Angela. Come down and see you. Do you like fruit? Yeah, I like a bit of fruit. Fuck it. Still eating the grapes. He's led on to Mark. That's nice. Cheers, Neil. Good lad. Frankie, I think our Mo should pull Carragher and these other so-called experts and say, all I done was ask to play more games. What's worse, that or sitting on the bench, not giving two fucks? Mo, the pro. He's called them out, hasn't he? He's called them out. I think he's called the system out as well. Anfield, listen, mate, try and get up, please. I keep saying this. Try and get the, the highlights of the Bournemouth game, the opening game, and what Mo Salah did to break a record, another fucking record, by the way. And this is what people have they've only jumped on the bandwagon. That's all, calling Mo Salah for everything. But just get it up. And you see him coming from the right to the left to retrieve a ball that was going down the left wing. And there's a defender was chasing after it. He was already on the left, and he fucking went over right across the park, the pitch. He got the ball, Mo, brought it down, went around that player, went towards the area, into the area. 3 defenders looking at him. 3. And he sidestepped them and hit it. Goal. And people forget that. To break a record. Keep saying, though, we won us the league. Slot didn't. Ten Rillington Place, a classic, says Neil. Neil, yeah, absolutely. Tiki Darling Attenborough. And one of our great actors, by the way, someone mentioned him before, John Hurt. Fantastic actor, him. Yeah, Midnight Express. Great film, though. Great film. True story as well, by the way, if you didn't know. boss. Nice comment, Mark. It's always occurred to me that too many people only care at Christmas. Ironically, a lot of places close down that the homeless and lonely would normally find some cheer. Upside down world. Always being an upside down world. Ozark was great up to the ending. Kind of went downhill for me. I only watched the first series or the first two, I'm not quite so sure now. Not quite so sure now. Ozark. The first episode, was it the first episode of the series? The first episode was fantastic. I went, oh, I'm going to fucking watch this. And I went, so I enjoyed it. And then the second series, I thought, and this fucking girl came in with a brother. Oh, fuck. That just fucking put me out, though. The boss. Hit the likes, lads. Thank you. I don't think Slot wants players with pace. Because he likes slow football. Slow football. Slow. I like slow. I always said it. Darwin is a very important player, says Ali the Noose. He creates a lot of chances by yeah. Yeah, he did. I remember when he went down the wing, it was against Arsenal, we were getting beat 2-1. At half time, came out, and Darwin went down the right. And he just put a great ball, just put it in. Mo was running through, and he put it right on his foot, and he scored. Equaliser. 2-2. And that's how it ended up. Darwin. Remember the Brentford game? Scored 2 within a couple of minutes. It was 0-0. Dying embers of the game. Scored 2. Slot called Quansah last season and no one said anything, and Salah does it and gets hated. So he said, yeah. And that's why Quansah backed Mo. Steven Gerrard the same. He backed Mo. Because it's happened to him under the Northern Irish fella. Do you think I'd suit that? Hey, Father Christmas. Hello. Good shout that, Edward. Slot said yesterday in his press conference, I'm happy we're out of the League Cup. And fucking David Lynch, he said, well, it was a good thing, wasn't it, yesterday? Because I won't watch their Slot. I don't like him, man. I just don't like him. And if I don't fucking like you, I don't like you. That's the end of it. So I won't watch him. To me, he's a phony. And that proved it when he says at the beginning of last season, when he was asked if he's buying any players. And he said, I only like small squads. Small squads. Remember when he said small squads? I only like small squads. And what did he say this season? The squad is too small. Need more players. Yes, you fuck. You fucking phony. Don't like it. But I couldn't get over David Lynch saying, oh, well, he was fucking calling for his head a few weeks ago. Well, not even a couple of weeks ago. Calling for his head. He said, I can't go on this, he's got to go. David Lynch. Now he's there's a lot of homeless in town, Frank. It's been like that for years now. Just asleep in the street. Yes. Yeah. Edward, another good show. Thank you, Edward. The Anfield. Edward, he ruined that Quansar lad. Yeah, he did at Liverpool. But that lad's gone on to do well at Leverkusen. Really well. He's playing great. And he's a big lad. And I've seen the potential in him. But he ruined him, as you said. Played for, I reckon, the slot man. If he doesn't like your face, that's it, you're out. You're gone. That's the way I look at it. Oh, yes. He was never the same after that game. He wasn't. The Anfield. Frankie, I'll have a look at that. I'm disappointed in Carragher. I really am. He is just Gary Neville's boyfriend. Carragher, you can say like people have their own opinions, but he's gone over the top. He's like some fans going over the top. They call him Slaughter a messiah now. Fucking hell. They're forgetting about the Leeds game. 2-0 up and they come back. How many fucking 2-0s have we been up and they've come back? They're forgetting the Sunderland game where we should have fucking been beaten only for Chiesa kicking us off the line. But he praises Alisson. Not a word about Chiesa. He forgot that the lads went around, their player went around Alisson and put us in the fucking empty net, only for Chiesa to come along and kick it off. Fucking hell. Yeah, I'm the same. Calling him a Chelsea reject was bad. Fucking assholes. Edward, that reject scored and assisted 363 times and created 765 chances. That's legendary. I honestly think people have never given him credit and they hate our club, so any problem, they are fucking loving it. Yes. We're the only team that should worry when we were worried against the Leeds game, lads, when we were 2-0 up. And, it was 0-0 half time. I'm not saying that we were 2-0 up at half time. We goes into the second half, playing in the second half, go score one, score two, fucking hell. But we were worried. And we were worried correctly because we didn't fucking come back. And there are to Edward Quansar was benching Canate. Slot comes along. No, hang on, Slot comes and he plays him at right back. This fella is the problem, Baldy. This is the problem. Baldy still for me needs to be replaced. Yeah, of course. And me too. Me too. Sorry if I read your thing out. All mad. And the boss says the establishment hate any whistleblower inside or outside footy. We must make sure he knows he is loved by all true Reds. Good shout. We are the only team to make the fucking Calvert-Lewin relevant in 5 years. I fucking knew he'd scored that penalty, you know. I knew he'd scored that penalty. You just knew, didn't you? I assume there is a Frank. Yes, unfortunately. Fucking hell. And you know what? We get told that we don't want Liverpool to win. Fucking terrible, that. You know, because you're back there, Mo Salah. And you're looking at the bigger picture with this other fucking prick. Oh, shiny one. Know what I mean? You look at the bigger picture with him and he gets sold, you're negative and go and support another club, you're a plastic fan. What the fuck? What's a plastic fan? Telling me to go and support another us, anyway. And we're negative. Slot's great. Slot in. You can fucking have Slot. I always remember, I have to say this fella's name now. I always remember, you remember these people putting up, "In Brendan we trust." Remember that? And I always remember a picture being put up, on Facebook, and you see Shankly leaning against the post. The cup behind, like the cup is empty. Never forget this. And he's leaning against it. And you see, he's in the background, the Shanks leaning against the post, and you see the Northern Irish fella in front. I'll never forget. And the little caption was, "How am I doing, boss?" Fucking hated that. And these are the same fucking arseholes who look at Slot. Forget about what Jurgen Klopp did. They fucking forget all about that. And because you hear them saying, "Well, Klopp never won the league in his first season, did he?" That's what they're fucking saying. Frankie, this Slot is like the Northern Irishman in so many facets. Yeah. Is there any films about Liverpool that seen? You've got the Kenny Dalglish thing on Netflix. That's the only thing. The Anfield Carragher comments on the internet away, saying the fans are backing the coach, not Mo. Another big dig. What's the matter with Soft? What's the matter with Soft, lad? He makes so much money from that Sky. He has lost his true opinion. Totally agree with that, because I'm going to bring a little bit of only that much. It's like today. There are people who follow a script for what's going on in, say, Ukraine. And there are people following a script. So that's the end of that. And it's just like Sky and Carragher. He's following a script, believe me, because Sky are not so fond of Liverpool Football Club. You know that, and I know that. And what's better than to get a former player like a team of Carragher's, if you remember, to say what he's saying? They love it. So again, you've got the diversity of fans. You've got the fan base split all through this ballsy man, and that's all it's true. You say, look, I go on to comment, somebody wants me out of the club. That's the real comment. But they don't take that. They put the other spin on what he said. But it's that somebody wants me out the club. Because his agent told him, you're being sold. We're a sell-to-buy club. So the money coming in, or the money going out for these players that we're supposed to get is someone has to go. And who's the prize? Who can you get the most money for? It's Mr. Salad of the Saudis. Edwards, remember the Slot Paisley compare? Oh, yeah. Oh, fucking hell. Fucking hell, yeah. Don't make me fucking sick. Yeah, I remember it. Fuck me. How can you fucking compare it? See, I've kicked off again. And I was doing gentle. I was saying, what's the outsider and what's the holiday? And fucking hell. Christopher, hi Frank and everyone. Like and subscribe. Thank you, Christopher. Thank you. The Anfield. Edwards. There's a film called Arne Slot Gets Drowned in the Mersey by Carlyle and Raw. And the boss. Edward. Plenty of YouTube videos about Liverpool. Some good, search through. I've got a ticket for the match, says Christopher, so won't be on later up the title winner. Don't be worrying about that, Christopher. You go to the game. Got a ticket for the match. Okay, mate, you go to the game, you enjoy it. And the boss says to the Anfield, with an assist from boss. Throwing him as a miss. With an assist from the boss. The Anfield. Enjoy it, lad, to Christopher. Yes. The Anfield or boss. That's the second movie, lad. Boss returns. The great drowning of Slot and the sinking of the Von. Oh, he's fucking shot. Who was it who set Sec Van Bronckhorst and Keeper's laptop? You know, his fucking tablet. Keeper's tablet. That's got more fucking thing. It was not that funny, though. It was someone just said it, you know, in the comments. It was not that funny. A couple of weeks ago. I'll be finishing in a moment, boys. Got to. Christopher, good one, mate, says Edward. Just enjoy it, Christopher. Just enjoy the game. All right. And on that wonderful note, it's good night from me. It's good night from them. Or good afternoon, I should say. Thanks very much for joining me. I just got to thank these wonderful people, Gap Painting Services, for sponsoring the TV and film show. Fully time served, fully insured. Get them in. If you know anyone who's elderly, just tell them. If you know anyone who works for the NHS, just tell them. They get special discounts. Just get them. Jesus. That's Gap Painting Services, sponsoring all the Carlyle pods. Thanks, lads. Thanks. Hope to see you later on. Hope to see you later on. Gee, this is fucking so irritating. See you in 2 hours, says Edward. Yes. The boss. The Anfield. The boss. Thanks for the show, Frank. Best wishes, team. You never walk alone with hope, says the boss. See you all, I'm boss, says Edward. Come on, you Reds, says the Raw. You'll never walk alone. CW. See you later, Frank. What time? I'll be on at 2:15. 2:15. The Raw. Edward. See you at 2:30. Says the Raw to see. Frankie, 2:30. Yeah. No, I'll be on at 2:15. Have 3/4 of an hour of post pre-match. Great show, Frankie. Thank you. And I shall drink those and go to sleep. Might wake up at 6 o'clock. $2.15. Yes, Raw. Thank you so much, and I'll see you later on. Up the Reds. Let's do this win. Let's keep Arnie in a job. See you later. Ciao.